Hello everyone, my name is Serge and welcome to another Epic 7 video. For today guys, I just wanted to go over a few quality of life wish list changes that I wish to see coming to the game sooner rather than later. I know some of these requests might be a little bit niche, right? Not game changing, game breaking or anything like that. However, these are things that we as players deal with on a daily basis, right? Especially when talking about doing dailies or just in general quality of life. Some of these things I'm like scratching my head and wondering like, why is this like that, or why isn't this thing implemented, right? So I just wanted to go over a few of those things. That way maybe we can spark a conversation or bring some attention to those these little issues and make the game better for all of us, right? But yeah guys, without further ado, let's jump in. And the first issue, I guess you should say, that I wanted to tackle was going to be inside of Labyrinth. Now, Labyrinth is pretty fun, right? Or I guess cool the first time that you do it. But after you complete it, your Labyrinth compasses pretty much lose all their value, right? So I do think it's kind of dumb to make us have to use these compasses into a random floor for us to be able to get ancient coins, right? Once you are done, you kill some enemies, you use your stamina, and then you just leave. And then you get some rewards at the end. So instead of that, why don't we just implement a little quick redemption button that allows you to burn your compasses and then just get a set amount of rewards, right? Like instead of having this here, just have like Labyrinth compasses and then you show the rewards that you can get, right? Of course, show some ancient coins and maybe some gold, right? Pretty much give us the exact same button that we have here for the Abyss, right? Instead of, if you know you're not gonna do any Abyss, you just use your Abyss guide currency or whatever, and you know, you purified it and you get this currency, right? Easy peasy. Again, hit this button and get your rewards. So I would love to see that same thing here. Just, you know, compasses, redeem, and get your ancient coins. The second thing I wanted to add to the Labyrinth topic is the fact that you have to go into an area, you have to select a team, and then you have to start it just so that you can access the Hoochie shop, right? Because we have to do this whole song and dance. We have to jump in, look at the map, teleport into the waypoint, go into this room, and then you know, do a battle, and then finally get to Hoochie's shop. So what I would love for the you know, for Smilegate to do was just put Hoochie's shop right here too, right? Like it's not that crazy, right? Add the compass thing over here, and then Hoochie's shop right over here. That way you don't have to go in, especially if you redeem all your compasses, you're gonna have 0. But you don't need to worry about that, right? Because you can just access Hoochie right from here. So yeah, that'll be my first ever, not first ever, but my first suggestion for quality of life when it comes down to Labyrinth. Because like I said, once you complete all of this, there's really no point to compasses other than, you know, obviously buying your Labyrinth raid tickets or whatever you want to call them. And so yeah, that'll be my first one. Now, the next topic is a little bit more on the niche side. It's something that I constantly, you know, struggle with, and that's gonna be in Arena. So I completely hate, you know, it's gotten to a point where I'm actually annoyed at the fact that whenever we are doing NPC battles, which should be super easy, right? Like no one's struggling with this, no one sees this as an actual challenge. It's just a means to an end, you know, have to go through the song and dance, which is fine, you know, whatever, it's not a big deal. But what it is a big deal is when you have to go through so many menus, right? You have to go from here, select it, and then start. I wish that as soon as you hit start, the battle just starts, right? And if you auto battle it before, it just auto battled as well. Because every time you go in here, you're met with this pointless NPC text box you have to click out of, and then it's never defaulted to auto battle. So you have to wait until it loads, and then you hit auto, right? And that's when, okay, finally. But during that time, at least me, like I usually have my phone, I'm walking around the house and I'm doing chores, or I'm cleaning my room or doing something. And the game is constantly asking me to tap, hit auto, wait, loading, tap. Like, why can't it just be, you know, you hit start, auto battles, it finishes, And again, you see like another pointless NPC text box appears that you have to click out of, and then you get the complete the victory screen. And so I would love it if they can just get rid of all the NPC text and then just default it to auto if you previously had auto battled it, and then that's it, right? You hit start, like fight, you know, you pick your team, it's all good and all. You hit start, and that's it. The game loads in, the auto battle starts, no NPC text boxes, the battle ends, and that's it. You hit continue, and you're done. Like I said, maybe a little bit niche of a complaint, niche of a quality of life change. But again, like I said, this NPC battles offer no challenge. They're just there for us to, you know, burn our flags if we need to and get some, you know, conquest points. So I would love it if they can just make this a little bit more seamless, a little bit quicker. And, you know, when you're fighting actual opponents, you know, maybe you can leave it as it is. It's not a big deal. Like, of course, I don't think you want to auto battle as soon as you start these. You know, you actually want to maybe pay a little bit more attention. But yeah, my only gripe is with NPC challenges. Okay, now the next one is going to be Spirit Blooms. Now, we did get a really juicy update for, you know, how we level up our characters, which is when they introduced the Spirit Blooms. And I think this is a great change. Like, I wasn't really that sure at first, but once I started getting more familiar with it, I actually quite enjoy it. Like, if you actually just farm, you can actually level up way more characters than you used to. So that to me is a big win. However, the biggest oversight that I can't believe they ship this change without this, it's mind-blowing, right? So what do you do when you have too many of these, right? Like, what, does the game produce like 100 3-star characters, you know, every year? Like, no, right? They produce like 5 or 4 3-stars a year, or, you know, every 8 months, 9 months or so. So this currency is essentially beyond pointless. So what I want them to do, and this is honestly, like, I think out of all the things that I discussed, if they had to make one change, it would be this one, right? For them to allow us to go into Sanctuary, and this is why we have the Alchemist staple, to be to allow us to come into here, right? This is an example, to crafting materials, and the same way that we can use lower rarity materials to produce higher rarity materials. I wish they allowed us to do the same with the Spirit Blooms, right? To allow us to be able to, I don't know, put, you know, 20 lesser Spirit Blooms that then they make 5 greater Spirit Blooms that then you put, I don't know, another 20 greater Spirit Blooms that then give you 2 epic Spirit Blooms, right? To just be able to make lesser into more into the biggest ones. That's all I want. Because again, they ship this without in mind that when we go into the Forest of Souls, we get this, we get the lowest rarity upgrade material, right? Like we get the what is it called, the lesser Spirit Blooms. And for what? Again, like I said, it's not like we get a billion 3-star characters, like, you know, every couple of weeks. So I just don't understand this, right? So just please allow us to go into the Alchemist staple, create a new category, or just add it into crafting materials, like all the way to the bottom, right? And allow us to craft higher levels of Spirit Blooms by using the lower ones, right? But yeah, that'll be my last one, probably the most important one, because again, we are just getting non-stop lesser Spirit Blooms all the time when we fodder characters that you know, we have duplicates of, etc. So yeah, just allowing us to do that will help out in the you know, in leveling up a lot more 5-star characters into 6-star characters. But yeah, guys, that's gonna do it for this video. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope maybe some of my suggestions actually resonate with you. Let me know maybe something I missed, something you would like to see, or if this changes, you know, they don't matter, right? Whatever it might be. I always loved sparking these types of conversations. But yeah, guys, as I said before, it's gonna do it all for today's video. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.